How many snaps did they run in the 14 personnel?
That's only for us.
100% of the snaps.
What's going on, guys? Welcome into 14P Fantasy. I am your host, Justin Wright. Today, we are talking Drake London, his rookie profile, who is his comp, strengths, and weaknesses. How did he fare in 2021 in college? And then, what's expected in the NFL? So before we get into that, we have more rookie profiles. First of all, go check those other 3 out that Marco has dropped, in addition to several others coming later this week, early next week. Check out Patreon as well. We have a Patreon account now, 14 Personnel. Over there, you can get our tiered rookie rankings, our tiered dynasty rankings. You also get early access to these rookie profile videos. So not only are you going to see, the one a day that drops on YouTube or whatever that schedule is, but every time we finish recording one, it is immediately going to get put up on our Patreon before it hits YouTube, maybe a day, maybe 2, 3 days in advance. So you get that information as well. All right, guys, let's get into it. Drake London, and we're not going to give away the ranks yet, but Drake London, obviously the wide receiver out of USC. He is 6'5", 210 pounds, just a giant human being. Like there's no other way to put it. The frame is what is extremely enticing here. The body control, all of these sorts of things, and we're going to touch on it. But first, let's look at, what did he do in college this year? Obviously, he only played in 8 games, but the numbers look ridiculous. Even if he played 12 games, you're looking at 88 catches, just under 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns, in 8 games. If we do give him that full 12-game season before getting hurt, he's over 130 catches. He's over 1,600 yards. He's into double-digit touchdowns. He had an all-around superstar season, and honestly, he has elevated himself into, a mid to early first-round NFL draft pick, and that's the key here. I know Mel Kiper is specifically extremely high on him, but when you look at, the analytics behind it, and really just one analytic I care about, breakout age. He is in the 100th percentile of breakout age. He broke out his freshman year, age 18.1 months old, whatever the hell that means. But, he broke out about as young as humanly possible, and that is a key indicator when you're looking at rookies and how they are going to fare in the NFL. So breakout age could not be better. The dominator rating, all that stuff, he is elite in all of those areas. So now let's look at, from an actual play standpoint, what is he great at? What does he need to work on? So when you're looking at strengths and weaknesses for Drake London, body control, the catch radius, and I just have big as hell. Those are the 3 that jump off the page to you. Not only is he enormous and able to win jump balls, he can win jump balls, several feet away from his body because of his frame. And when he does go up in the air, he doesn't get lost up there. And by that, he's not, trying to track the ball and having issues and then, having concerns about coming down awkwardly. He doesn't do that. He shields from defenders extremely well. He's able to fight through contact on jump balls. Again, 19 contested catches in only 8 games. He was just a jump ball machine. And on the flip side of that, when you hear there's a lot of contested catches, you immediately think, okay, there's separation concerns. And while I do think he's not, an elite separator, he is still great down the field. He is still a above adequate route runner who has a lot of time in the slot. And honestly, at his size, being able to navigate the slot, that is just a mismatch nightmare, especially when he gets to the next level here. But yeah, not being able to fully separate and get, Keenan Allen, Justin Jefferson type separation, it's not a positive for him. But given his body type, his play style, I don't think he turns into N'Keal Harry 2.0 where he just can't do anything. He can't create any kind of separation. It's not as bad as that. So it's a concern, but I don't think it's going to, make him a bust. Let me say that. And then the last piece is he's not extremely quick off the line. And I think that's expected for a guy that is 6'5". He doesn't have that initial burst that's going to shake that's going to shake a cornerback. And again, that's fine. The type of play style he has doesn't require that. So again, 2 weaknesses, but I don't think they preclude him from being, potentially a top top 4 wide receiver in this draft class. So we have everything laid out, and there's probably one guy that's coming to mind here, and I think this is the most relevant comp. It is Mike Evans, and the frame is nearly identical in terms of size. The only issue is the weight. And again, I think give him a NFL diet, an NFL regiment, he's going to be able to add 10 to 15 pounds to that frame. Maybe he isn't as strong as he needs to be his rookie season, but when you watch him play, his ability to go up, get the ball, attack the ball in the air, it just brings you shades of Mike Evans. And that may be the ceiling comp. And if it is, that's great. Mike Evans has had one of the best starts to a career of all time. So again, we are shooting high with this comp, but that is, I think, probably one of his most likely range of outcomes is he becomes a difference maker in the red zone, a difference maker down the field, and is able to just kind of physically dominate most of the NFL. All right, guys, that is all we have for you on Drake London. Again, check out the Patreon page. You'll get our tiered rankings, full rankings. Let me be clear. So tiered, it includes quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, all mixed in. You'll also get positionally tiered. You'll get early access to videos like this. We'll drop mock draft links as that community continues to grow, all that kind of stuff. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter as well. That is all I have for you guys. As always, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
How many snaps did they run in the 14 personnel?
That's only for us.
100% of the snaps.